Hello everyone, MrSnowman here, and this is the Friday update. A very long time since Simon did a Friday update. Amazingly long, actually. But we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm playing Deathmatch here, obviously, because it's Dust 2. That's like the only map that ever comes on Team Deathmatch. I haven't played CSGO in a while, so you're gonna see some properly awkward gameplay here, but I couldn't play a competitive match. It just wasn't possible. I didn't have anyone, so I couldn't take that. Anyway, CSGO montage was the first thing that comes to mind. Why did it take so long, and why did it turn out like it did? The reason why it turned out like it did is because if I were to seriously try to do it with every single if I were to do it with every single thing that I learned from that program that I used, the Adobe After Effects, if I were to use every single thing that I learned about the program, the montage would be months and months away. It already took a long time to do it, but I learned a lot of things, and that's good. That's a good thing, and that's really why it took so long. Also because I were bogged down with schoolwork as well, and I had just a lot of things floating around recently during the time that the CSGO montage was gonna be made. So I was trying to make it during the Christmas off, but then I met a couple of awesome guys on TeamSpeak, and they literally stole the free time that I had, and we are now all awesomely good friends. You'll probably see a lot of videos with these guys because they're fucking awesome. But yeah, so that's basically what happened. I made a lot of friends during the CS:GO montage due to people actually kind of motivating me into it. Like, do your uppermost to make this a good montage. And I thought that for a second, like, I'm gonna do this like the Jesus montage. But then I realized how much work I was gonna be able to, how much work I was talking about here. It was like a lot of hours just, you know, tricking and learning and such stuff before progress could be made. And yeah, obviously it wasn't the best edited montage. It never was, but I never really thought that the editing was the big part of a montage. I always thought that it was the clips and the quality, and some of the quality was pretty good, but most of it was shit. And that is because I had to record it from a theater point of view, and that's only 32, basically 32 tick. And 32 tick, for those of you who don't know, is very slow, and it will look very, very laggy. But as you see, I'm playing 64 tick. This is what it should look like. And for the next CSGO montage and the Battlefield montage I will put a lot more effort into the effects. But also have the same, a little bit of better quality on the clips themselves, quality-wise. That's what I'm gonna try anyway. But we have a couple of more things to talk about. So that was the CSGO montage. Pretty much thought was talked through. If you guys want any more information about what the CSGO montage was all about, feel free to leave a comment and I will gladly answer them. But anyway, let's go on to the next subject. We kind of went into that a little bit, but not really as what was the important part. But I started a new year in school. Yep, that's basically what happened. A lot of people have done this. Obviously, most of us. But I got a really shitty schedule. I'm going from 8 to 5, 3 days in a row. And that is fixed now. But anyway, that was not fixed during the time I was trying to edit the CSGO montage. So you can think about it. I'm home 2 days that I actually have time to play games. And that's Thursday, Friday. And on Saturdays and Sundays, I'm usually out and about doing stuff with my friends. Trying to just live the life. Because YouTube really robs your time. It really does. But I enjoy it so far, so it's being amazing. And yeah. But anyway, that was a really rough schedule, and that is what actually make the CSGO montage drag out so much, is because I could have done it during the Christmas, but I already explained to you what I did then. So that's basically what happened. I thought I may have time for this because I didn't expect to go from 8 to 5 3 days in a week. That was not really the thing that was on Simon's mind. Anyway, a lot more about school is being said, and that's about my basically apprenticeship at one of the electrical firms. I talked a little bit about this. And it's something that's come up recently, is that, you know, when you're going to be an electrician, for instance, you're gonna have to get something called practice time, or basically practice time, warm-up, before you go out in the real world, and that's 1,600 hours that you have to be employed by a firm before you can get your real license to do stuff on your own. That I haven't even got to that stage yet. The real stage is now is that I'm trying to get a place which will actually hire me to do my practice time. And that was a very special place, obviously, and I didn't get it seemed that I wouldn't get a place to be like, I don't know how it's pronounced in English, how you say it in English, but basically it's kind of like a summer work, but it's on school time, and I get to do, you know, be out with an electrical firm doing work, but for free, and basically learn a little bit about it before I go out in the real world. It's kind of like, in Swedish we call it praktikplats, and I don't know what that is in English, but it's basically what I try to explain there. And that seemed dark until a few days ago when I realized that I might have a small chance to sneak one in there. On a special company, because there's a lot of companies doing electrical work. There is people on the industry working with like big machines and motors and stuff like that, and then there's installation, which is basically these guys that go around to private people, to you know, just regular people, and doing like installations and basically building the electronic stuff in new houses and such stuff, and that's what I want to do, because you learn a lot about it, and you like, and it's more interesting. Let's just say that. So that's basically that. That's why it was a little bit tense. Me and my mother had a very big argument, which resulted in me being a lot angry than I should have been, and so on and so forth. Anyway, I don't want to go into any detail on that, but it was pretty rough. But it seemed to have there's a small light on the horizon that I actually will make it anyway, which is good. And but anyway, let's go on to the final subject. I have 1 minute and 30 seconds left of this game. This is not gonna be... God damn it. Anyway, and that's the future. What is going on? I had a sort of a similar update about the future, like, I don't know, when I was starting with the idea of the CSGO montage, and that was basically to get the live stream going. That was now is that the main objective. And that is to get the live stream going, and yeah, that's it. We're gonna try to get the live stream going before Division is released, because I actually want to stream Division, because it's kind of a nice streaming game. You can't really record it in any other way, in like episodes and walkthroughs. I don't see that coming up. I played it, so that's that. And then it is the Battlefield 4 montage, which is basically gonna be this. It's gonna be a good one, I feel. I have a lot of good clips for that, and so on, but that will be like, that's before the summer that has to be done. But not, you don't expect it to get done very soon, because I have a lot of stuff on my mind right now that is more important than that. Wow, got knifed. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for this Friday update, I guess. And that was a pretty good timing as well. So the future is basically get the live stream going, get the Battlefield 4 montage out. That's it for now. But until then, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and as always, have a beautiful day.